Friday afternoon. It's lately been a typical day here, and Amazon comes. Getting to know that driver well. These are all parts coming in for the cargo trailer conversion. I don't even know what's in half these bags. I've been ordering stuff left and right. It comes in. And anyway, I can open all these up. I'm sure some stuff I'm going to need. Okay, aside from all the Amazon deliveries, I've been busy. I've got a couple of Facebook Marketplace finds here. I got this nice stainless steel sink, and it's got a faucet with it. That's going to go in. I've got three 410 watt monocrystalline solar panels. Are brand new. Guy was selling them. I got them for $400 for all three, so that was a really good deal, about 33 cents a watt, a little bit over. Got my toilet in. It's a Dometic ceramic bowl. This was another Facebook find, brand new sink and vanity. It's an 18-inch one that'll go in the bathroom. And I got the shower pan in. It's out in the trailer right now, so I got the bathroom stuff here ready to start building after I got the holding tanks in. Got a rivet nut tool here, and I'll be using this to do some stuff in the ceiling on the camper and then the awning on the side and all that. So I put nuts on there. I'm going to put rivet nuts on. It'll also hold that toolbox on the front. This was my existing power wall that I had built before that's going to go in, and everything's going to hook up to it. I got a few of the switches for the heater pads on the tanks, a couple more breakers and some wires to put in, and then I've got to put another junction box for the output, and then yeah, so I got some stuff to do there, a few more parts over there. This is what I got sitting in the living room. I got a bunch more out in the camper itself, sitting in the back. I'll show you when I get out there. But been working a lot this week. Don't have a ton of show for it in terms of actual stuff, that I've already showed you here. But in any case, I am getting a lot of parts, and things are going to start moving along pretty quick. So I did follow up. I did get the pipes in on there, the 245s on the output here, so the tanks are all set. I had to go in and put a sensor in, and I got the black tank sensor in. I've already got the gray water sensor in. But yeah, so this was the final take on the holding tank valves and such. You can see them all there. So yeah, that's going to work pretty well. Take you back inside, show you what I've been doing. Another thing I meant to show you out here on the tongue. This is my 10 gauge wire coming through for my 30 amp service. I'm going to install that in the box because the generator is going to be in there, and I want to be able to plug in the short cord on the side. And yeah, so this will come right from that. I'll show you the inside. I do have all this back on after I did the tanks. See, it's all back in here. What you'll notice is my breakaway battery is not in there. I take that little piece of junk out. It really doesn't do much for you. They go dead and don't work. But I got wires in there that'll go back to the house battery. So the house battery will provide the breakaway battery if that should ever happen, God forbid. But yeah, so that'll all be done. I do have to run the reverse wire that's connected in here back. I'll do that later. That'll run the rear lights and some side lights for when I'm backing up. I do have an electric jack stand to put on there. I just haven't put it on yet until I get the batteries in this thing, because then do no good without it. Anyway, got the toolbox sitting on the side. I did get the primer. For it. So I'll be working on that this next week and painting that up and getting the generator box with the vents and stuff on it back up on the tongue. So I'll be able to show you that next week. That's another project for next week. Okay, this is a black water sensor that I got in. The difference between this one and the other one there is simply this casing, and this is going to keep all the toilet paper and stuff and jamming up the float in there. I got to mount this over in this corner. Got all the wires here that'll hook up for the heaters, and then the sensor wires. So anyway, what I've been doing in here today, I'll put that in, drop it in tomorrow, and wire it all up. I got some soldering to do. If you can see up front here, let me lean forward. You'll see I got the wiring harness going out there. That's my brakes and all that. I've got them all wrapped now and soldered back there good. Got my 10 gauge wire coming in. It goes through the front of the frame over there and comes out here, and we'll go back to the main input to the power wall I have there, and then I have a breaker box over here that'll feed stuff back. This wire coming back up here, this 10 gauge I got coming back up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting 20 amp breakers in, and I'll put a little junction up there, but I'm going to have a hot water heater up there and a 110 outlet. My sink will be up front. The stove has got a 10 gauge wire. I'm going to have a convection oven and a stove that'll be on the other side of the bathroom wall here, so that's going to be over here. Not enough room to cram all that up front. So the stove and the sink will be separated. But anyway, I got the wiring in there, and you see I got my water pump leads here. I've got everything labeled. It's a mess if you don't do that. And then I've got the sensor that will. I've got a sensor in my freshwater tanks. Go back there. Freshwater tanks are on order. I'm going to have a total of about 50 gallons. Got one going on this well on the side of it, and then one behind the one over there. See some of the other shower pan stuff I got stacked back there. Anyway, but you can see the wiring harness I got going on here. And I went ahead and put rubber grommets in all these. And I got cable clamps, you know, holding everything in. I don't know if you can get under here and see all that. Now the bottom of this thing, you know, I'll be dropping insulation in from the top. That's one of the reasons why I had to get all the wiring done here. Next week I'll be dropping the insulation. I got it all over there. I'll show it to you. I'll be dropping all that in on top of this thing and sealing this floor all back up. But the very bottom, I'll be enclosing that with that, it's like a PVC type cardboard. You'll see it on commercial trailers. But this will all be enclosed under here, so none of this wire is going to be exposed to anything. But it's all, so I'm doing all this heavy wiring down below. And you see all the stuff I got going on. See my plumbing down here that came off the tanks. And down in here. Anyway, I got a little bit more work to do up here. I've got this one up. I've got to do some soldering on the wires up here, paint these things. I'll start putting the insulation in the front end, the walls and the floor next week. And got all that. So I still got wiring to do in the ceiling. I'm putting a pine tongue and groove on the ceiling. And so I'll run 12 volts up in it, and I've got some furring strips that I'll be putting up there for the 2-inch insulation, and I'll be running the lighting wire up there. And what I'm going to do in the back, I'll end up having a diesel heater. I'm going to need 110. I'm going to put an outlet back there. And I'm going to run a heavy-duty 12-volt cable back there and just put an auxiliary remote box back there with some few fuses for different things. I'll probably have the diesel heater will be back there. I'll probably have to run some USB power, you know, for the bed, for lighting on the bed, and then to charge things. But anyway, this is a mess right here. It's just my tools. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up for today. The whole point here is to show you kind of what I've been doing. Next week I'll be making a lot of progress. And I've got a lot of the material. And I've got this, this is the part that you have to think a little bit about when you're putting it together. And the rest of this can be the floors and the insulation going in. Then I can start building the bathroom and the kitchen up here. Anyway, so long for now. Please like and subscribe. I'll try to put these out, these progress videos out on a regular basis so you can see what I'm doing. If you've got any questions, please ask in the comments. I'm pretty good about answering that. And also, go back. There's a couple videos before this shows you how I got to this point now. So if you're just new to the videos, go back and see episodes 1 through 3. So here's all the Polypro insulation that I have stacked up on my porch. Got 8 2x4s here. I'll be ripping these in half, and these are going to be the fern strips that go down the ceiling. We'll make it so I can fit the 2-inch foam in. So what I've got here is, you can see I got 2-inch. This would be going in the floors and the ceilings. And then if you come on back down here, you see the 1-inch. This would be going in all the walls. And so this is it, man. There's a bench of it. I think this is enough to do it all. I may have to go back for a few more sheets. I kind of did the math on it and just got what I thought I needed. But anyway, that was quite a bit of expense there. But hopefully it'll do a good job for me. Anyway, so yeah, I get started all that stuff next week. I'm getting that wiring in as I showed you earlier, and ready to get started on this.